Thank you, everyone, again, for making this part of your Monday night. This is awesome. Crowds have been great this year, Isaiah.
Yes, it has.
Absolutely. And I've seen some familiar faces over here, down here,
Consistent.
over yonder.
I like it. Consistent.
Well, it's part of your concussion protocol, so they just want to see how you're doing here at Misters. I talked to Roger Goodell, talked to the Bills. They said you got to get here for episode number 3 to just figure everything out with your concussion situation. So how are you feeling? What's the latest? That's what everybody wants to know here in person, online, across the country. How is Isaiah McKenzie feeling?
Feeling pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think it was too bad. My coach.
It looked bad.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, I wasn't out though. I was on the ground. I was stuck there. I couldn't move, but I could speak. I was like, "Hey, I can't move." But then after a couple of seconds, I moved, and I'm like, "I'm fine. I can get up and run." And then I did the whole protocol thing, the testing and everything in the locker room, and it was best that I stay out. So I just stayed out.
Man, so you couldn't move?
No.
Like just lost total movement in your arms, your legs?
Uh-huh.
That's kind of scary, Isaiah.
Yeah, I guess.
Were you scared? Like when you try to move your fingers and your arms
no,
and you are unable to?
My coach asked me that. I was like, nah, not really, because I knew eventually I would move, I think. Because I was talking, and I was like, I can't move. Like, and then they asked me this, like, do you feel tingling in your hand, in your arms and your legs? I was like, no, but I can't move. And then after a while, I just moved, and I was like, oh, I'm fine.
Man, very nonchalant about losing complete movement and extremities.
Yeah, I just asked him. I said,
I think we wake up with a sore back, and we're like, oh, call the doctor. What the hell's going on here? He couldn't even move, and the hit looked brutal.
No, I asked him. The only thing I asked him, I was like, did I get the first down? He said, yeah. So I was like, all right, that's cool.
Do they ask you, like, questions like you see in the movies, like who's the president and that kind of stuff?
It's just actually like, what year is it, the date, do you remember what happened? I told him, yeah, I remember what happened. I just can't move.
Well, at least the brain was intact then.
Yeah.
The brain was functioning after this collision.
Mm-hmm.
It looked bad. I mean, you across the middle, you're a little guy, you've taken a lot of hits. Where did that collision kind of rank for you in terms of pain?
I think that was my hardest hit I've ever gotten. That was the hardest one because
Really?
I couldn't move. So it was like, that has to be the hardest one.
That'll do it, yeah.
Because all the other ones, like, it was like, oh, he's faking. And I was like, I wish I could have gotten up and celebrated a third down that got into a first down. I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't move at all. But that was Diggs giving me a hard time. So, but that's bad for me because remember last week I said Micah.
All right, we had some new people here. So in case you missed last week, even if you suffer a season-ending, you said even if it was career-ending, you'd be giving Micah Hyde a hard time, neck injury.
Yeah.
And you gave him making fun of his neck.
Yeah.
So
he texted me today too, by the way. So.
What's that?
He texted me today too.
Did he? What did he say?
I forgot. Let me see. Let me find out.
Pull it up.
That's tough. Micah
Hyde, Isaiah McKenzie.
He said, how many fingers I got up? And he said, like, the peace sign.
So you responded.
Yeah.
You took it in stride.
Yeah, because I knew it was coming. So.
Yeah. And Diggs gave you a hard time?
Yeah,
too?
he said I was faking. I was like, well, I wish. Like, why would I fake not moving? So that's...
I'll tell you why you'd fake not moving, because you did it when you were, 8, 9 years old to your grandma.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was a prank. Like, this was
It was a prank. Maybe you were pranking out there.
But a lot of
I know
people
we've
said
told
it was
that story, but there's probably people here who haven't heard it. Real quick, the prank that you pulled on your grandma, you got to retell that one.
The thing is, you're going to make me try to remember that story after.
Oh, that's right. You're in protocol, so how are you going to remember that? I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. All right. So,
next show.
Do you know how old you were? I can go take it from there.
Yeah. I knew everything else. They didn't ask me, like, the president because I didn't know.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, I knew everything else.
But you pretended to be dead when you were, 10, 11?
Yeah.
And you waited until the cops showed up, everybody showed up at your house. Your grandma thought little Isaiah was done. And then you arose from the dead.
Yeah.
Is when everybody was there, which is just a ruthless prank. I mean, that's brutal. So I give it, Diggs might be onto something there.
Yeah, he might be on something.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to fake it next time. No, they might kick me out of the game. I can't do that.
But we saw you run off the field, so
Yeah.
you were with it enough to just go back to the locker room yourself.
Well, like, when I was stuck there, I moved, and I was like, okay. I was fine. I was squeezing. My legs were moving. And I was like, get me up. And it was like, no, just lay there. And I'm like, all right. Did I get the first down? It's like, yeah. So I was like, all right, get me up. So I got up. And he was like, can you walk? I was like, yes. Just get me up, and I'm running the locker room. Because I want to come back out. Because I thought I was able to come back out. But then I got back inside, and they said, hey, we saw you couldn't move, so you're out.
So we hear so much about, like, this nebulous, mysterious, independent, concussion specialist, no affiliation to the team that puts you through a test. Just take everybody through what does that entail?
Test?
Yeah. It's somebody that allegedly has no ties to the Bills, right?
Well, we had our own doctor that was there, and then one of the trainers, they tested me, and then we went through the whole thing. But there's a doctor there that's not related to the Bills, like, yeah. But they just test your memory, like they tell you to repeat numbers back, words, remember the words that they told you, balance tests, close your eyes and all that stuff. But I was fine with that. So everything, I passed all that stuff, but since I couldn't move, I couldn't go back out there.
So you couldn't move stuff even back in the locker room initially?
No,
just
when I was on the ground. Yeah.
So they just wanted to be careful.
Yeah.
So,
but the trainers did a good job. The head trainer was like, hey, we just going to keep him out. Yeah. And it was like, all right, cool, that's cool.
Probably a smart decision with everything going on.
Because I want to play more. If I would have went back out there and it did happen again, I'd probably be out.
So you definitely suffered a concussion.
I don't know.
You don't know? I mean,
because the thing is, I can move, but I don't know. You're making me think.
I'm asking a guy who probably suffered a concussion. If he suffered a concussion, that's poor questioning on my part.
The thing is,
we'll just say he suffered a concussion.
People ask me, and I'm like, I was talking, but I just couldn't move. But I knew everything that happened. So I don't know what comes with a concussion. Like, don't you lose memory? You start crying.
I think they all vary, right? There's mild concussions. I mean, I can remember in high school basketball, dude crashing on me. I blacked out for a half hour. Didn't come to till
a half an hour.
Yeah, it was bad. I mean, that was a bad one.
Well, I guess mine was like, I don't know, a couple seconds.
And we talked about it last year. The first time you suffered a concussion. Maybe tell the people here when was that? Because that was a moment where that happened, and then you were this fearless football player who just wasn't worried about anything. Was it like a punt return in high school?
Yeah, it was a punt return in high school. It was actually against Devil Singletary School, American Heritage, Delray, and I caught a punt return, and I was running down the sideline, and I got hit. I laid there. That was it. It was worse than Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you think maybe football isn't for me at that point at all? You're a little guy playing a big man's game?
No.
No? You went the other direction?
Yeah, just keep going.
I always wonder that too. Like, this football season, I mean, we've all watched these games. I don't know, maybe I'm getting softer with kids, but I'm watching these games, and there's just guys on the turf, motionless. How do players line up and play the next snap when you see stuff like that? Like when you're on the field and one of your team, not just a teammate, but a friend, a guy next to your locker that you bleed and sweat with every day. You see him unable to move. Dane Jackson.
Yeah.
And that hit, I couldn't watch the replay. I mean, it's like out of a horror movie. You guys got to play the next snap. Psychologically, how do you even do that as a player?
I don't know. That's kind of hard. I see it happen. It happened to me. And it's just like it comes with the territory. We choose to play this sport, and we know it's a brutal sport. We just like that's what happens. And you got to be fine with it. You got to be fine with getting hurt. You got to be fine with getting a concussion. You got to be fine with everything that comes with it. That's why you signed the contract. So I was fine with it. So whatever.
You better be fine with it, right?
Yeah. I think it's. I don't know. I don't know. Would you rather like get a concussion playing rec basketball or making millions of dollars.
It's so true. It's so true. Like, and then I always come back to that too. Like, there's the one side of, okay, football's I still think football is absolutely worth it. I'm sure a lot of people here played high school ball here in Section 6, right, where you learn things in football that I don't think you can even learn in other sports, like the teamwork, the accountability, the pressure under the lights. Like, if you screw up your job, like, your buddy might get his bell wrong. Like, there's an inherent stress level in football that is just good for life skills. And then there's the fact that you might, if you're not a bum like me and you've got a lot of talent, like, this talent you have could just lead to millions of dollars and, lead you and your family to, generations of security. So I imagine it probably is an easy question to answer for a lot of players. Like, absolutely, I will play this violent game because it's going to help me and everybody in my inner circle.
Right. I mean, yeah.
With you, what went into it? Because we've talked about it, but like you came from a pretty rough place in South Florida where, I mean, you saw some things, you endured some things, you had a bullet graze you. Football is, what's a collision when you've lived the life you've kind of lived growing up?
Football's way easier. You know what I'm saying? I get to go out there and have fun, obviously play for the money, but also just play with my teammates, go to the locker room. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a extended family. Then the locker room and just going out there playing for your guys. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the military, but you know what I'm saying? It's somewhat not close to it, but somewhere in the area where you fall in love with the guys you play with. You make friends, after football. I don't know, it's a lot of things that I like about the sport that I, enjoy doing. And
you've probably have helped your family in so many ways too.
Yeah.
That's
that's by default.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, all right. Last concussion question. I'm sorry, a lot of concussion questions for the concussed. But did you see the Tua?
Yeah, I saw that.
Injury
Actually,
last Thursday?
We was watching the game. Me and my girl was watching the game, and I was like, look, his hands. And we just looked at it, and then next thing you know, I was laying there, can't move. So I was like, damn.
I mean, that was chilling. I mean, Tua Tagovailoa, his hands, his arms, everything just kind of locked up neurologically. That's a response, I guess, to a serious concussion. Yeah. And then he's taken away on a stretcher. I mean, as a player,
he shouldn't have been back in our game. When he fell down, he was supposed to just...
It was a back injury, Isaiah.
Yeah, right. Well, they should have just stuck with that and not let him play that game and say, hey, his back hurts.
I think everybody with a pulse watching that Bills-Dolphins game, I don't think you need to be a Twitter doctor to be like, something happened with the head bouncing off the turf.
Well, even if his back is hurting and he does that, he should still be out. He can't move. Well, he can move, but his body's discombobulated at the moment, so I don't know.
Do you feel like teams in general have the player's best interest at heart?
Most teams. I wouldn't even say teams. You got some coaches, just probably a small amount of coaches are like, hey, we need you to play. Well, I need you to get this done, and that's sad. But most coaches are, team player friendly, and they look out for the players. I know Sean McDermott does. So
you've heard those stories, though?
What stories?
That coaches around the league are the opposite?
Of course.
And those are probably coaches you don't want to play for?
No. Yeah. Unless there's a lot of money involved.
Unless they give you a lot of money.
Everybody then you got to play for him. You're like, okay, well, he doesn't care about me, but he give me a lot of money. Yeah. So I'll just do what I can.
So have you seen Varsity Blues? Is that a reference you get?
Oh, my God. Here you go with these movies again.
No, Billy Bob stays in the game. So it's a high school coach. He makes his players just play through all these injuries. There is some of that in the NFL.
I got to watch that movie.
You got to watch it. It's great. I mean, the reason I asked, though, is I remember talking to Chris Borland. So he was a linebacker, Wisconsin 49ers, retired after 1 year. Shocked the world. Why is this great player retiring so soon? And concussion concerns. He brought that up. He was worried about head trauma. And he said that in 2012, he heard that the NFLPA had this 94-page document about concussions that they withheld from the players. Their own union wouldn't show the players this document about the effects of concussions later in life. And then a year later, League of Denial comes out. We learn so much about concussions. I just hope that players are aware. That's all players just like you just said. Just know what this game can do to you, and then you can make a decision.
Yeah. And
you feel like players are aware.
I feel like now the NFLPA is way different now. You know what I'm saying? They're all about the players. I don't know how it was in when 2000.
It's 10 years ago.
Yeah, 10 years ago. I wasn't in there 10 years ago, so I wouldn't know. But I know now the NFLPA is, doing the best they can to let the players know all the information they can about, the NFL. And just like the Tua situation, NFLPA is, trying to change the protocol rule, with the NFL and stuff like that. So I feel like they've done a great job up until this point. So
I guess that's where I'm skeptical. I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I hope they're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
After hearing that, I'm like, man, when the NFL and NFLPA are like doing something together, let's keep the players' health priority number one over the bottom line, and concussions are going to scare moms from letting their kids play football. Yeah. There's that perception that is always kind of there. But did you watch the game? Did you see the rest of the game in the locker room?
Yes, I watched the rest of the game in the locker room. I was just standing there watching the game. Yeah.
Just by yourself?
No, me and Jamison Crowder. He broke his ankle.
What's the scene like in there?
What, me and him?
Yeah.
He was trying to put his boot on, and I was watching the game screaming. And then they was like, I said, you can't be doing that. I'm like, I'm fine. We were just watching the game and hoping that we won, so.
It probably was, in a weird way, tougher for him because he probably knows he's going to be out a lot longer than you, right?
Yeah. When he was on the sideline, I thought he twisted his ankle, and Chad was like, hey, he twisted his ankle. And then Diggs said, hey, he broke his ankle. I'm like, broke his ankle? So now he has to get, surgery and stuff, so he'll be fine, though.
Man, you guys have a lot of injuries going on right now. I know a lot of teams have a lot of injuries, but what's it like to be a part of this team where every time you look up, somebody's going down with something and you just have to keep motoring along?
I guess you said it the best. You just got to keep motoring on. I feel like it's the next man up mentality. At some point you got to forget the injuries. We still got to play football. You know what I'm saying? When I went down and JC went down, Khalil got in, and he did a good job. So it's just like next man up. And for me, it's like, when that happens, like I just want us to win. I don't care who makes the play. I just want us to win.
What a game, too. I mean, I know we had some people that were at the game right here in front. Anybody else in Baltimore for this one?
That guy right there, he's back.
What? Right here? You were in Baltimore?
No, okay. He's back.
He's back. 20-3.
Yeah.
They're kicking your butt.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's wet. It's sloppy.
Yeah.
They're just rolling downhill. Nothing's going right. I don't know. This felt like a real signature win for you guys because – you got schmucks like me pointing out the fact that you get 7 in a row, one-score games. The Bills are front runners, man. They can't win the close ones. It was a close win, and you kind of had to do it on Baltimore's terms. A back alley brawl of a game.
Yeah.
Big picture. Did this feel like a pretty significant regular season win for the team?
Yeah, because a lot, like you said, a lot of people say we can't win the one-score games or the close games, but we also came back. We was down 20 no.
20-3.
20-3. I was going to say 17-3. 20-3, and then we had to drive down before half and score, and we did that, and then we slowly came back, and we got the win. But yeah, I feel like it's a good win because we came back and we won a close game in Baltimore against a great team. So
there is something to that. I mean, that can be good for a team's soul to win a close game, right? Internally.
Yeah, because the thing on us is like we can't win close games. It's just like the Dolphins game. It came close, but we didn't win. This game we were losing, came back, won the game. So I feel like that gives us some, confidence that hey, we can win close games. Like that's what we do. We just gotta execute better. So.
The end of the first half, though, you referenced it. Your touchdown is really kind of what got the momentum shifted. Can you just kind of take us through that drive and that touchdown? What did you see out there?
After the first few drives, Coach kind of yelled at us, hey, receivers coach, Chad Hall, he goes, receivers are messing up. We're not doing our jobs. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then so we took it on the chin. And so that drive came, and it was a 2-minute drive, 1 minute and 47 seconds left. We're driving downfield, catching the ball. We got timeouts, so we're getting downfield. We get to the red zone, and we call a play. And it was just a pick play for me to get the ball and run in the end zone. And I felt like we were doing us. We was executing well. We didn't have – I don't know if we had a penalty that drive. No. But we just kept driving downfield. We kept doing us. And that's what we weren't doing in the beginning of the game. So that's what kind of, set us back a little bit. But we knew if we did us, we can come back and we can work our way to a win. And going into halftime, we needed that. You know what I'm saying? It gave us a little surge for the second half.
It could have turned. I mean, I think they dropped an interception that drive. I mean, it could have been 27-3.
Yeah.
So sometimes, it's good to get a little luck your way. Patrick Queen drops that pick, and then that drive keeps going. So with Chad Hall, though, your wide receiver coach, I've talked to him before. He's got a lot of energy. It seems like he loves you guys. You love him. He's a huge presence behind the scenes. What's he really like as a receivers coach?
He's awesome. You know what I'm saying? He coaches us up well. He's been here. We've been here the same amount of years. Well, he became the coach 2019. So we've been together for a while, me and him. And then obviously Diggs came along and all us. But he's been awesome. You know what I'm saying? He's been teaching us a lot of things. He emphasizes on things we need to know. He teaches us the plays, offense, and he's done a great job for the past few years. And you can see it out there on the field. We work hard for him. We love him as a coach, and we can't say enough about him. He's done so much for us.
When he gets after you, though, what's that like? Does he gather you around and just ream you out?
Well, people are kind of separated. So JC was sitting on the cooler. I was sitting next to Diggs, listening to him complain, and then Gabe, and then who else was there? Oh, Khalil. He's the rookie, so he's just trying to find his way. And we're all kind of scattered. And he's yelling at me, yelling at Diggs yelling at him, and then he's yelling at JC, yelling at Gabe. And he's like, we need to get – and he doesn't yell at us at all, rarely. You know what I'm saying? We always doing the right thing. Sometimes he'll get on us like, hey, you need to do this. But, he never yelled at us. He rarely yells at us. And he yelled at us, and we was like, dang, Chad yelling at us is bad. So we had to, tidy up. But actually that the halftime drive, you know what I'm saying, that's what kind of got us going. So, but yeah, he rarely yells at us. But when he yelled at us, we was like, all right, we messing up a lot here. So.
It probably does have a lot more impact when he's not, on you every second of every game. Yeah. When he does, it's going to really.
Yeah, it means something. It means that we're doing something wrong. We need to fix it.
And then you get in the halftime, more adjustments made, because he came out in the second half and you just were able to, pound them. The tables just turned.
Yeah, it kind of just turned. Me and JC went down. Like I said, Khalil got in, and Diggs and Gabe did their thing. And they kept the train rolling, so.
Well, big win.
Yeah.
And I think that, everybody's wondering, are you going to play this week? Are you through this?
I got to go through protocol first, so we'll see how that goes.
Yeah. A lot of baseline studies and such, I'd imagine.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never, since the high school concussion, I haven't got one. This is my first one.
Oh, really? You haven't had any concussions since that high school one?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
And I don't even call this one a concussion, so, I don't even know what this call it. Hey, maybe, I don't know.
Bill's going to sue me or something? The NFL are going to come after me?
Oh, no. It's just I don't call it a concussion because, I was well aware of what happened. I just couldn't move. But I guess, I don't know.
The bell was wrong, right?
Yeah, just for
You saw stars.
No.
You didn't see stars.
No.
That's right.
No.
Your job, though, as a slot receiver, you've got to navigate through the middle of the field. I know the league's, throwing flags around, fining everybody, but until you make it flag football, you're going to get hit.
Yeah.
You are going to get lit up.
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that, even after this?
Yeah.
So what's the root of that fearlessness on and off the field for you? Because I would think there'd be a lot of players in your position, I'm sure there have been, that take that kind of hit that you took, and they're not going back on the field with that mentality.
I guess everybody don't like to do it. It's just like punt return. Not a lot of people like to do it. So I feel like in that slot position, there's a lot of – I'm 170 pounds. Everybody I'm going against is probably 190, 220. So, everybody in that middle, linebackers 230, 240. And I feel like a lot of guys don't want to go across the middle, and somebody has to do it. So I feel like I can do it, so that's what I'm going to do. And even though I got rocked, I still caught the ball and got us a first down, and we scored on that drive. So I feel like I was a big part of that drive, even though I was out after that. But for the most part, I'm saying? I rarely get hit like that, so I'll take one every now and then, so it's all right.
What goes through your head when you know, you're going to catch and get hit?
Nothing.
There's no
I know
part
I
of
got
you
to catch this ball. That's it.
That's it.
Other than that, the thing is, it's like the ball's thrown. It's like, okay, it's me, the ball, and two people. I'm going to get hit anyway, so I might as well catch the ball. Because if I drop it, I'm going to still get hit.
Yeah.
Because they want to make sure I dropped it, so they're going to hit me anyway. So I might as well catch it, get hit, get back up, or stay down there. I caught it. That's all I'm worried about. I don't care, what's around me. Beat my guy, and then get hit by the next guy is fine.
Can't be worried about injuries then.
No.
Can't.
I'm not.
Man. So what's this week like for you then? You just kind of show up and go through protocol and hope that they clear you pretty much?
And they clear me, not clear me, and you figure it out from there. So.
Pittsburgh.
Yep.
Any payback on the mind? It was a long time ago. I mean, week 1 last season, you guys were a different team. They were a different team. TJ Watt isn't walking through that door. But do you guys remember that game?
No.
Nobody cares?
No. We just the next game.
Yeah.
We know what we got to do, and it's here, so it's gonna be awesome. I'm saying back at home, do our thing.
What's it really like playing in front of these fans? You've touched on it here and there, but when you leave and then you come back, especially with the hype, the expectations, how everybody's viewing the Buffalo Bills this season. What's the energy like in that stadium this year?
It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, I feel like the fans know that we have something great going on, and we know we have something great going on, and we want to show it to the world, not only to the world, but to our fan base that, we can get the job done. And it's awesome to come back home, in that stadium and just, hear our fans go to work, screaming, yelling, and it's fun. Gives me the chills.
This kind of game, does it do wonders for camaraderie in the locker room? I mean, we see all the videos you're putting out there, right, on, I don't have TikTok. Was it TikTok you put
TikTok?
Instagram? You and Deion Dawkins were singing?
Well, that was after we lost to the Dolphins. Yeah.
Okay.
That was on Friday last week.
Yeah.
Before this game. I don't know. We just stay the same. We don't want to go up and down hey, we're down this week. We lost this week, so let's change up what we do. Let's be different people.
I mean, just how close is the team, though? How close is it? It just seems like this is a group that's been together for a while now.
Yeah.
So when we see, you were singing Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and whatnot.
Yeah.
For those who might have missed it, what was going on? You were lip syncing. I don't think you were actually singing.
Yeah, we were lip syncing.
Lip syncing. Okay.
Yeah. We just having fun. It was a Friday practice, and usually on Fridays I play the music, right? And I was at Deion's locker. He started playing music, and then he made me the DJ, and then Taiwan came, and we was just having a good time. We wouldn't even think about it. So it was just turned into a Friday thing, I guess. So this Friday we'll do it again.
I was going to say, it's going to be a weekly lip sync battle, right?
Yeah.
That's what people want.
Uh-huh.
We might have to do it here. I don't know.
What?
Well, you're going to, dance or sing for everybody. So you might as well dance and lip sync for everybody, too. Future episode.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, you were asking everybody about their tattoos, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Who has the best tattoo on the team and who has the worst?
Best tattoo. I don't know. That's between Diggs and Vaughn. They have a lot of tattoos. They probably don't have the best.
Yeah.
But they have a lot. So I don't know. I don't really know, to be honest.
How did that video come about? So you were going around the locker room?
They just asked me to do it, and it was hey, just rate people's tattoos, talk about them. I just did what I do.
People love it. Face of the franchise, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of become a thing.
Yeah. You have some tattoos, right? Anything significant to you?
No.
You don't?
No,
just
bored.
Boring. Huh? Can't put you on the spot then.
No.
Nah. I'm sure we got some questions out there. I don't want to, monopolize the conversation here. Go-to karaoke song.
Wow.
It had to be something with Sam Smith, I guess. That's my favorite artist, Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, that's right. So that's who you listen to before games.
Yeah.
Just calming,
Yeah.
puts you at peace. Any song particularly?
No. It's all of his songs are awesome.
Yeah. All right. I don't think there's many football players out there just, listening to Sam Smith. But
Micah likes Sam Smith.
Micah Hyde?
Yeah.
Really?
I think that's why we get along.
Yeah.
Because, we be in the shower. Well, that's kind of weird.
Isaiah McKenzie does bathe and shower.
We don't be in the shower. I guess we're in the shower together, but, separate.
I got you. But you're a little dirty. That's why. You almost have to play into your brand a little bit. Maybe you just shouldn't shower.
Probably.
You know what? Play it up a little bit. That could be your thing.
Ew.
Yeah. Our dog also just was sprayed by a skunk this week, so, man, it was bad. How's your dog doing?
He's all right. I haven't seen him in a while because I've been in and out, but
He's in good hands?
he's
Poppy
in good hands. Yeah, with the trainer.
Watch out for the skunks. It's not fun. All right, we got some more questions out there.
Jersey? The all reds. Yeah, but we only use those one time a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People love those all reds, too.
Yeah. I guess it's something to look forward to.
Yeah. If it was up to you, what would you wear? Would you just wear those every game?
No. I like all blue, all white, or all red, but all red is my favorite because we only wear it one time. It's it looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember the Bills and Jets, in 2016, Thursday night, the Jets were in all greens, the Bills were in all red, and I think the people who were colorblind didn't know what the heck was going on because it was just all dark blobs out there. So that's why
if you're colorblind, what do you see?
I don't know. Anybody colorblind here remember that game? Really? You were there? What did it look like? So that was the 2015 game.
He asks, he goes, "You're colorblind?"
I'm sorry, what did you see? Just people running everywhere. I was also up in the nosebleeds. I bought the ticket 3-4 hours before the game, just enough time to make it there to the game. But
So is it like black and white?
no, it's just that blue looks different to me than it does to you
Or blue?
on this jersey, this guy's jersey right here. And the same with everything else.
That blue. Can't be looking that close. My concussion.
You should milk this. You really got to milk this, right? Not to make light of concussions or anything, but your girlfriend's over there. If you forget something, forget an anniversary, or just
Yeah.
point to your concussion.
You
right?
remember, baby? I remember that.
Yeah. Throw it in your back pocket.
Yeah.
And
definitely-
anytime you're in trouble for anything, just
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah.
Exactly.
At least for 2 weeks.
because who's going to question you? Who's going to say you didn't suffer a concussion, Isaiah? Oh, she would. Okay.
It doesn't. So she'll be like, it doesn't last that long. I'm like, how do you know?
They're scary. I mean, I've talked to a lot of players, and then if you have another one shortly after,
Yeah.
the
Career's
symptoms
over.
get worse and worse and worse. So even though you don't know if you really had a concussion, maybe just take a little time if you need it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try.
And you remember, you're on my fantasy team too, so we'll sit you down this week.
I got you some points this week, didn't I? Touchdown.
You did, but you didn't finish the game.
What is it like? How does that work? So you just.
You're done. No, you scored, so that was good. It was a blowout win.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. You did. Well done. All right, we have some more questions out there. Oh, right here. Sorry.
Thanks. I may have missed this during post-game interviews, but what was the message in the locker room at halftime? All right, I mean, it was obviously a tough first half, but for that last drive, and you guys just came out and locked it down. Totally different team. I mean, so what's Coach say to you guys? To turn things around.
To be honest, I don't know because. No. I don't know because I was getting the IV with the door closed. So at halftime, I didn't hear anything. But I'm pretty sure he said,
Win one for Isaiah.
No, because I wasn't done yet. Like at halftime, I was
Still.
getting IV. And he's probably like, I don't know, like, we got to get our act together, guys. And I'm like, we know that. Like, this is our job. But I don't know. They say obvious things, you know, like, hey, we need to stop turning the ball over. Like, duh. Like, what do you want us to do? Like, I don't know. Like, hey, we need to catch the ball. Like, yeah, we know. We know. It's right now. It's raining, Coach. Give us a chance.
I always wonder that though. That's such a great question because it's like it's not out of the movies. It's not like there's this ultra inspirational speech and you guys are all roaring in unison, and then you take the field. It's kind of blah.
It's like obvious things. Can't turn the ball over. Do us. And just, obviously try to win. But it's just like, we know that. Right now, it's not getting done. Hold on. So,
you're adults. That's the thing. I feel like high school and college football, maybe the fire and brimstone speeches can go a long way, but you're an adult.
But Sean McDermott doesn't do a lot. He says the obvious things, but he emphasizes like, hey, this is what needs to be done. Like it's not bad to, reiterate what we need to do, but it's like, yeah, we know. Like
what I'm saying is you wouldn't want another guy in there just screaming at the top of his lungs and
that's absurd.
Quoting Shakespeare and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Any more questions out there?
I think we got one more.
Oh, we got plenty more.
That's fine. I mean, we ain't got nothing but time.
All right. First of all, we love that segment that you do with your teammates where you give them the Madden ratings.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys love that? How much do you love that?
They don't even know what he's talking about.
So my question is, if you were to give the Bills Mafia their Madden rating, I want to hear their Madden rating. Or I can give you an easier question if you want.
That's a good question.
You could pander and say 99, or you could get everybody here something to work toward, Tell them where to pick it up.
That's hard because that's tough because they travel well. It's loud in the stadium at home. Like great pregame rituals through tables. The mustard and ketchup guy.
He's getting way too much pub on this podcast. way too much ketchup mustard guy.
Other than that, I'm gonna have to go with like 99. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing I see that we can work on. Like it starts from like infants, like they're slamming them through tables. So
it's pretty passionate.
It's tough.
It's pretty passionate. Yeah.
It's tough.
The tables, though, I don't know. I think it's time to retire the tables still.
No, I think that's cool.
I know I'm probably, not going to win many fans with that one.
Yeah, no.
Does anybody here with me? Does anybody want to see all right, my wife, that's it. I feel like when you win, right, the team's good. That was kind of a, 7-9 Bills thing, but you guys are good.
That's tough because, like, if we win the Super Bowl, then everybody's jumping through tables, even me.
You'll go through a table?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And I told a lot of people this, like, if, we win the Super Bowl, like, win. Like, I got a drink.
Oh. So people
As
might
some
not know,
people,
Isaiah McKenzie has never had a sip of alcohol in his life. So if you win a Super Bowl,
you're
going to drink.
I'm getting drunk.
All right, you might need a chaperone that night. I'll be there with you. Okay. That's dangerous. It's like Isaiah goes to school. Isaiah joins a friend. He's never drank in his life.
I have to.
You have to. Yeah, you have to.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and then
that'd be the ultimate party, right? I mean, you've never gone to that level, so why not?
I mean, it may take one shot and I'm out. but it is what it is.
So we're talking tables,
Drunk?
getting drunk,
Yeah.
lighting yourself on fire. Don't do
No.
that.
Not trying to-
Some fans do that.
It's gonna be intense though. I'm gonna make it real intense.
What's
Like,
gonna happen to this city if the Bills win a Super Bowl? Like seriously.
a lot of abandoned buildings. I don't know. They burn the city down or something.
That's what Richie Incognito thought way back when. I kind of agreed with him. I think the city will be in danger if the
Yeah.
Bills win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You don't think so? Well, anything that's burned down, there'll then be like GoFundMe's to rebuild it. Yeah. Yeah. All right, I like it. I hope you're right.
Like, what can
I
I'm
hope
saying?
you're
Like,
right.
what could you possibly do? Like in Buffalo, if you went to Super Bowl, oof. Like, I mean, like in Miami, like say the Dolphins win the Super Bowl or something. It's like we don't want them to, but like I guess you got like strip clubs, so you can go out. But you go to Buffalo, like you about to. Anything's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Stores are closed for months.
the team and the city are synonymous here, unlike anything I've really seen. I mean, I lived in Green Bay for a while, but Green Bay is more of like a town than a city.
Yeah.
It's very small. I mean, and they've won a Super Bowl before.
Yeah,
I really
and-
don't know what would happen here. It would be next level.
Yeah.
All right, we have some more questions out there, I'm sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Are you ready for your 15 minutes? Here you go.
Can you sign my football for me?
Yeah.
I think we got that one answered quickly and accurately.
Okay, I have 2 questions, please. One, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Oh, I thought you was asking the second one. I haven't figured that out yet. Because I don't know. I'm not sure.
Me neither. If you were to get in trouble, would you dread the conversation that you would have to have more with Coach McDermott or with Brandon Bean?
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you say it. She was basically saying if you got in trouble, would you rather, which conversation are you not looking forward to? Bean or McDermott?
McDermott. Like,
Very
yeah.
quick with that answer.
Yeah.
Very quick.
Yeah, because, yeah. Ooh.
Why? Can we elaborate?
If I was to get in trouble, like off the field? Yeah, anything. That's tough. Like, they're both cool guys, you know? But, like, McDermott's like a dad, right? Like, and Bean's like the cool uncle.
That is the perfect analogy.
Like-
I've never heard the dynamic of the Bills' power structure
It's
put
like-
better than that.
Going to McDermott is like going to your dad, like, hey, Dad, I did this. And I want you to know, like, you know, it happened. And he's like, you were raised better than that. I told you better. You know better. Da-da-da. It's like punishment. With Bean, it's like, hey, Bean, I did this. He's like, hey, Bean, I stole a car or something, right? He's like, at least, was it a nice car at least? You know, like, somebody comes to me, I stole a car. He's like, what the hell are you doing stealing a car? Like, I got plenty of cars. What are you doing? And he's like, that's not the point. Like, it was fun. And he's like, yeah, punish. Take your phone, whatever. Cool uncle's like, hey, next time you steal a good one, you know?
Just wants to know if it was worth it.
And if you get chased by the police, try not to get caught. But yeah, like, that.
You haven't really gotten in trouble, though, for anything.
Who, me?
Yeah,
No,
right.
me, no. No.
Back to the no alcohol, right? Yeah, there you go.
No alcohol, you stay out of trouble. Anything after 12, I wouldn't know because I'm not there. So
There you go. All right, we got some time for a few more.
I got a question over here.
yeah.
What's your favorite meal at your barbecue shop?
The brisket Sunday. Brisket Sunday.
Great
It's-
question back there.
It's mac and cheese based, baked beans on top, corn, brisket, cream, and our home barbecue sauce. It's pretty awesome.
Well, for everybody listening back home, we are at Mister's in East Aurora,
Yeah.
home of some amazing brisket.
Yes.
Have you had the brisket here?
No.
Are you taking notes on anything?
I haven't had the brisket here.
I'm
I'm pretty sure the owner
I just inhaled it before we hit record. It was incredible.
here.
Yeah.
Might have to try that.
What makes a good brisket then, from your experience?
What makes, to be honest, the thing is, I don't know.
I know. I was hoping that maybe a year you did a little research. And
Like
you
I did
learned.
my research, but I only did my research to find out what a brisket was. Like I didn't go in depth. Like, hey, like if I make this brisket in this certain amount of time, what does it taste like? Seasoned? Like I didn't go that far. Like I went far. Like what is a brisket? And then I found out like it's the cow's chest. And then after that, I found out it was good. Like, but other than that, like I wasn't like. Well, I guess I know how long you cook it for, but other than that, like I don't know what else. Like I don't even know what I'm tasting for. I just eat it.
But you have some type of passion to have a barbecue restaurant, right? There's something you love about this all. No?
I think so. Like people like the food.
Yeah, you like seeing people happy eating food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That's good enough.
Other than that, like I don't know. I don't know how to cook. Like I don't know like what I'm doing. Like I just know that the food's good.
Oh, there you
See?
go. My mother-in-law said she ate there and it was good. All right.
You know, it's just certain things you just let everybody else enjoy and you just sit back and watch.
So you don't like watch cooking shows and
No.
take notes and all
No.
that kind of stuff?
No.
What do you watch on TV? I never even asked you that.
I don't watch much TV.
No?
No. I don't watch.
You're
I just
reading
sit
like
there.
leather-bound books in your spare
Like I
time?
don't have a TV in my room. She hates that. I don't have a TV in my room because like I just want to go to sleep. Or I just want to talk. Or I just want to stare at the ceiling. I have a TV in the living room, but like it's never on. You know, it took me 2 days to watch Scarface.
To watch what?
Scarface.
Oh, Scarface.
Yeah. But like even then, it's like I don't really watch it. I just stare out of space.
That's
Not
what you do for fun?
because
You just
not
stare at the
because I
ceiling
have a
for fun?
concussion. Just
Well, I was gonna say, I mean, it probably can't be that serious if we're doing a show and if we got lights blaring on our face. Like,
Yeah, no.
Because if it's a serious concussion, you're in a dark room, blinds closed, for days.
with shades on.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, I don't do much. I just hang out.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Couple more questions out here.
Anything, ask anything. I know. Here we go.
Where's your favorite place to have chicken wings?
Barbill. That was an easy question. Somebody give me a hard question. Like a real hard question.
All right, we got one in the back.
Anything but math.
So earlier you said that you were getting an IV at halftime of Baltimore. Take us back to last week. We all saw what was happening in Miami with the IVs and stuff like that. But with the stadium, the cafeteria that's there for the players, are you guys mandated to like eat certain things? And like, were they pounding you guys with water on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday before Miami? Or are they in your ears about what to eat and drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they do a whole week. Like there's signs that say, "Hey, you need to, drink this amount of water at this amount of weight. You need to eat these foods. You need to do this." Like, it's all over the building. That Miami week. There's just all over the building, and some people take advantage of it. Some people don't. So, but I try to take advantage of it because I know how I cramp a lot. Even when it's cold. So that's why now I'm starting to get IVs at halftime because I won't make it in the third or fourth quarter if I don't. But that Miami week, they emphasize on, hey, we need to get salt, water, eat the right foods, prepare. But even then, like, you can do whatever you want that week. It doesn't matter. As soon as you get out there, you're going to cramp. So you can take care of your body that whole week and you'll still cramp.
I was just curious. Once you guys got out there at 12 o'clock, you're warming up, was there that feeling like, holy Wow, this humidity. Like, were any of you thinking, could they move the game to 4 or something like that because it was so bad?
No. It's usually at 1 o'clock, and we try to, like, we know we're going to Miami. We play them every year, so we kind of go down there like, hey, we're not going to do too much in pregame. We're going to, like, run a couple routes, try to go in early, try to stay out of the sun as much as we can. But for the most part, it's kind of hard to stay away because once 1 o'clock hits, it's game on, and you're running, your adrenaline going, and just the sweat is just coming. The sweat just coming out of your body. You know, you're losing liquid, and you just got to put more water in your body. But it's kind of hard to do because you're running, exerting energy, and so yeah. So it's hard.
You know, it's weird. I think we've all kind of had Charlie horses at one point or another, but when you have a cramp in an NFL football, what does it feel like? How painful is that?
It's kind of hard. Like, it's painful. But it's like you're trying to run, and your muscles trying to stop you from running, and you're trying to run out of it. Like, that's what happened to me. I'm running across the field, and, like, every time I step, like, my calf just clenched. And I would, like, try to get up out of it, but I don't know. You just lock up, and you can't run. So, yeah, you kind of need my legs.
Another quick one, just kind of back to, like, so your target zone's small because you're a small guy, but
Yeah.
would you, even after that collision, I always ask receivers this, like, would you rather get hit high or low?
High.
You'd still get, because low, you're talking ACLs, MCLs.
No, it's just like my shins, like that's just, ooh. I really just hit me high, shoulder, stomach, anything above the waist, I'm fine. But you hit me low, that sucks.
Yeah.
Like my ankles, I need those. Like I don't need this. Well, yeah, I do. But like I need my legs.
It's true. But the hits high, that's what's crazy. Like the hits low are going to really hurt you. Like in the short term, you might miss 8 weeks, you might miss a season.
Yeah.
The hits high, you might get a concussion, might be out a week or two, but you hope there's not problems down the road too. So it's kind of.
But even like the
don't.
midsection is like you hit your stomach. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no way you can, like when you get hit, you're gonna get hit somewhere. So like that's why I try to like get down before they hit me. But it's kind of hard because like.
Yeah.
It's like bang,
you get
bang.
a lot of time.
Yeah.
Did you think that was a dirty hit? I didn't even ask you. Some people thought it was.
Nah, he was just playing football. He just came down. I was going down. He was going down. And, at that time, it was just like they needed a play. He was trying to make that play, but I made it. So
You hung on to the ball.
Yeah.
Any more out there?
Any more hard questions? Just come with the hard questions. I'm pretty sure somebody has some interesting questions.
All right, here you go.
Who's your favorite teammate?
Next question.
Favorite teammate? I don't know. I like all my teammates. I'll have to go the closest teammates that I argue with, fight with, and you know what I'm saying? Love them like brothers. I'm going to go with Isaiah Hodgins and Gabe Davis. It's kind of even right now.
I got a question for you. Josh has such a great arm, and there were a couple times on Sunday where we saw passes go right through guys' hands.
Yeah.
Do you ever go back to him as a receiver and say, hey, could you take a little something off of that?
Yeah, especially this game. It was wet, and he was throwing the ball so hard. I was like, bro, nobody's catching those. We obviously having a hard time catching the regular balls. Like, you're throwing these balls too hard. Like Diggs, he threw one of the Diggs, and on film, you can see he cocked back and just let it rip. I'm like, if Diggs dropping the ball, we have a problem. Like, you're throwing this ball way too hard. And then Gabe had a couple of drops. And then, like, we're like, it's already wet. And then Jamison Crowder had one over the middle where it was a drop. It's like, bro, you're throwing this ball too hard and it's wet. I'm saying, and he does it when it's cold too. It's like it's fun for him. Like, hey, I'm gonna throw this ball so hard. It's like, no, like I gotta catch that. And the thing is, he's 6'5", 6'6", and I'm 5'7". So when he throws the ball to me, and I'm like, poof, and I'm like flying, like it's like I'm not catching the ball with these Burger King hands. Like I'm like, so But yeah, we try to tell him like take a little bit off, but he's so into it he can't help it.
I was gonna say, can you even take some RPMs off that ball? I mean, can he really?
Once it's coming, it's like you're not even worried about getting tackled or anything. You're just like, I gotta catch this ball. Like he threw this so hard. Like I gotta find a way to catch this ball.
It's like you're catching it to defend yourself more than anything.
Yeah, like you don't even care if you, like
coming after
even
you.
like the ball he threw me, like he just zipped it in there. I was like, I'm so worried about the catch that I didn't even know a concussion was coming. Like some guys will come across the middle and they'll throw them even a light ball and like they know there's a guy there. Like hey like me was like all right, bam, I'm hit. Like I'm not even worried about this dude. Like I'm worried about this ball.
It probably does tick some guys off though. Like did Diggs speak up? Like hey,
no. He speaks about everything, so you kind of like just tone him out.
Yeah.
Just like let him talk.
I saw you were doing some. I don't know if it was the Miami game or this game. You were doing some babysitting duty again. You're talking him off the ledge about something out there.
It might have been the Titans game.
Okay.
Just like, cause I don't know. He already had like 3 touchdowns, and he was like, "You want another one?" I'm like, "Bro, you have 3. Like, what are you saying?" Like he's like, "Yeah, I want another one." I'm like, we're winning. What do you want? You have 3 touchdowns.
He
like,
is
what else
him, apparently.
Yeah,
whatever
he's
that
him.
means.
You know what I'm saying? But slowly but surely, I'm getting up. He has 4. I have 3 now. So he's in trouble.
I was gonna say you've become this red zone go-to guy.
Yeah.
It's gonna irritate him eventually. Yeah. What is him, by the way?
Ooh, we got
what
one
does
up
that even mean?
Him is like, I don't know, like you the man. Like I'm him. Like I'm the guy to go to.
Do you like that?
That's him. It's him.
That's him.
Like
okay. Yeah, that's him.
I think Antonio Brown said it first. I think, and then it just kind of trickled from there.
Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
That's a good guy to emulate. Looks like he was in the news again this week.
Oh man, I don't even want to
hanging
talk
out in
about
the pool. We'll cut that one short there. Any other questions?
Hard questions. I need some hard ones. Like
We got one right
life questions, like
life.
ex-girlfriend. No.
We do have Isaiah's girlfriend here, so.
No, she doesn't have one. She doesn't have one. Oh, you have one.
Oh, she does have one.
I just want to know how long you're going to use a concussion as an excuse. Because earlier I asked you to do something, he says, my concussion.
I said that today.
You used it today?
Yeah. She asked me to wash the dishes. I was like, the smell of the soap will have my brain. Probably about 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Could be 3 or 4.
Yeah.
My experience with this particular concussion, possibly a month, that he can't do the dishes.
Okay, my question, excluding the Bills, who is your favorite player in the league and who's your least favorite player in the league? I thought that was pretty hard.
My favorite player in the NFL. That's kind of tough because we're all the same age. There's a lot of teams, a lot of players. You got me thinking concussion. Oh, man, it's tough. I don't know if I have a favorite player, but there's guys I kind of like. Ooh. There's guys I watch, and I'm like, he's awesome. I know Devontae Adams is pretty good. And then my least favorite player.
You have to answer it too.
Yeah.
You said you wanted hard questions.
Least favorite player in the NFL.
We'll be sure to tag him on Twitter too. Let him know.
It's tough. Not like Joe Burrow. He's all right. Least. That's hard.
I'm not transitioning out of this question until we answer it.
Oh.
Give me the hard questions.
least favorite.
Christian Wilkins?
Yeah, him. Christian Wilkins.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Give me some more hard questions. That wasn't hard enough.
Yeah, grabbing your quarterback.
I saw a lot of hands on this side. I see a lot of hands.
All right, we got one over here.
All right. I work with a lot of people from other cities, and they always pick on me about the Bills. I'm usually the lone Bills fan. And they'll say that you guys are like a little cult because you literally answer your press conference questions all exactly the same.
Yeah.
And are you guys trained to do that, or just the leaders,
It
the
kinda-
team do that? Or because, okay, like, for instance, like for those who aren't members of Go Long, the Richie Incognito podcast is worth 5 years worth.
I
But
appreciate
to
that,
see a
Gary.
guy like him just be himself, how funny he is, how irreverent he is. But then when you guys are in the press conference, you guys are just boom, boom, boom. Like Josh literally always says, I just want to be the best quarterback for the Buffalo Bills that I can be. And he never goes beyond that. And I think you all kind of do it, except for like you and Von Miller, I'd say. So are you trained to do that?
Yeah, like little lab rats. Like Micah Hyde. He's a guy that does that. Jordan Poyer. Like all the guys. I don't know. Like you're right, because we actually Coach McDermott in the team meeting played a video of all the conferences, like little snippets, and all the players saying the same thing. And I'm looking, and after the meeting, I'm like you guys are like a cult. Like you guys do this. Y'all say the same thing. Like who taught y'all that? And then obviously Coach McDermott, but it's
He's
like
the cult leader then.
Yeah, it's like you guys all sound the same. I was like, I hope I'm not like you guys.
So they played a clip?
Yeah, he played like snippets of everybody in the press conference. Like not everybody, but like the main guys, and then some guys that said the same words along the lines. And I was like, dang, they all do it.
Like, why was
I'm
that
like,
encouraged? Like, does he
No,
want
they
that?
just do it because it's like their brains are like trained to do it. Like it's just like a thing. And I catch myself doing it sometimes too, and I gotta snap out of it because it's like,
Yeah. Be a human being.
it's the right thing. Yeah, I guess. I'm
Is it the
wrong.
right thing though? I mean, you guys are human beings. You're not robots. You're not names you
I mean,
plug into.
I guess you don't want to say. You don't want to say the wrong thing. So
What? It's a game, though. You know, we're not talking life and death.
true.
I know.
Because
Yeah.
if we lose, then it's like we're talking smack. You know what I'm saying?
But that's taking us in the media way too seriously. I don't think that, like, what words are in headlines, or like, do they really carry weight? Are you going to play harder because somebody on the other team said we're going to kick their butt? It's your job. You're going to play hard regardless, right?
True. I guess we prefer people to say it to us than we say it to them.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point. This is why we do the show, because Isaiah McKenzie is real. You're not going to get poll-tested PR drivel. You know, we're going to get stories. You're going to keep it real. You're going to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's why this place is packed. So everybody, thanks so much for coming out. This is
Thank
awesome.
you.
Greatly appreciate it. Episode 3 of 8, so we've got five more of these. And can't wait.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate you coming out, Isaiah.
Yes, sir.
And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.